It is normally the most difficult thing, especially in Bungoma. But I've managed to do that because, one, you have to make sure, what I've done is there is representation from all the 9 sub-counties. There's a CC from all the 9. Since there are 10, sometimes I do what we call head hunting. When I want a specific, for example, I'm looking for a certain quality, for example, CC finance, because that's a very critical person that you need. So I have navigated very well and made sure that at least I meet the threshold by looking at, for example, when I say I've picked somebody, say a person from education or agriculture, I'll say when there's a stalemate kind of, I'll call the leaders in the spirit of consultation. I'll call the leaders from that area and I tell them, for example, if it is Webuye East, I want a youth from this sub-county. So the youth, we must narrow down to that sub-county. So that's how I've done it. I'll call a leader and tell them, I want somebody with a disability from this particular area with these skills. So we try to make sure that we get somebody of that quality so that I get that balance. Because it's important, it's constitutional, and I don't want to go against the constitution or to be dragged into court. Yes.
Before I get into development agenda, Governor, somebody would ask, why did you leave the work of the Senate, of the Speaker of the National Senate, and back to Bungoma County? What prompted that move?
One, there was a lot of public.
That's what politicians say.
No. But if it was a lie, I would not have made it. So I think if it was a lie, I would not have made it. To be very sincere, there was a lot of public pressure. People compared. When we came in the first time in 2013, there was no comparison. We were like venturing into virgin land. Nobody had been a governor. Nobody had done devolution. So when they now compared what I did, the milestones that I had during my first term and my successor, I think people missed me, number one. Number two, due to that public demand and also my desire to serve people, because if you look at my background, I have been in administration all my life, in civil service. My life in public service, serving the people. And there's nothing as gratifying or satisfying as serving your people, because there are things that you can do that touch the people. You pass a road and people say, this road was done by Lusaka, our governor. I was given this dairy animal by Lusaka. This health facility was built by Lusaka. You see, you touch people's lives directly. Senate was very good as a speaker. It gives you that national exposure. It gives you the international exposure. But again, in terms of touching the lives of the people, governors, as a governor, you do that directly. There was a missing link somewhere. And also, what I've also realized, because every step you make, there's some experience. There's nothing as good as having the people support. Nobody will threaten you. Nobody will just wake up and say, threaten you with an impeachment or something like that, because you have the people support.